Ignorant me. I don't know much about Israel except for I I think it's a key player in the global changes monetarily. I think there's a lot of they have a lot of control over uh, I want to say the belief system of the world, right? Because isn't that kind of where the Christ story, Jesus story, kind of comes out of, right? Isn't that? See, I'm so ignorant. I'm sorry, but you hear Israel being close to Jerusalem and all of that, right? Isn't that um, so? It intuitively, I don't see it as being very much our money being controlled by that, but let's just say it's a big part in our they are the masterminds of the mind control through the trauma. You know, if you want to say that, well, if you haven't noticed the Jesus Christ scene over there, if that's not traumatic enough, um, then justify it as a sacrifice so that something may go on, as far as something is going to live. We haven't figured that out either. Like, what's living? You know, um, they the way that they treat women there is very um, let's talk about holy ghosting. Where's my robe? You know what I mean? Where's my face mask and all that? But not that um, maybe that's a great idea, you know, but only if women were to be the main controllers, because the more that you hold back and make something scarce, the more you can control with it, right? You can control with it by saying, just by saying it's not here, and then opening up a little bit and saying, well, it's here only when you do 3 circles and jump down and up and say, oh, Hail Mary. Whatever they want you to do for, now, what is that? You know, I mean, well, holding women away from the public? Holding the reality of women away. So what did I just say, really? Because you know the next person doesn't know what women are, but now now. What about life? And is there a feeling we get? I don't know about you, but I think women provide pleasure. They're on the pleasure side of things. They smooth things over. They're known, right? They're the ones that are safe to be around, especially if you have a kid. Then it seems like that they are the ones who is left with the kid because they are safer. Why? Well, the health factor, the well-being. I'm sorry, God. But you know, we can give it all these categories of well-being, um, safety. You know, imagine that. Imagine all of that. You know, men have that core. They have a core that is feminine. Their outer thing is the shell is the man, but they have a core that is woman. So the secret behind men is that you know that's why they have to have all of that on the outside, that the strength and the ability to force away is because there's that inner I was going to say weakness, but really it's the one that just wants peace, right? That knows how to make peace, that knows that this is the only, knows the real strength is of the yin, is of the heart, is of that receptivity and sensitivity, you know. And now I didn't just say that's who wins in the china shop when the elephants come in. No, the delicacy of true intelligence can get easily trampled over say, like, now if you just let a bunch of preschoolers in, or immature people into a garden without there being boundaries and them knowing that, well, no, you need direction because you don't know what you're doing here. You're at a school. If that's not raised into at all into awareness, then that garden is pretty much halfway toast. I mean, if you've ever noticed a toddler going through a garden, they don't care if there's a flower and that could be a fruit later, and that's just taken forever to grow, and now you just and but anyway, where is this conversation going? Ah, there's a lot in the air with the solar eclipse Libra moon, which I point at, and I tried to talk about it, but I posted it on the well, like the day before the solar eclipse. I don't know when I'm going to post this. I should post it beforehand to let people know that that energy is going to be pulling up a lot of things that if you're in Aries, and I would say even a Cancer, it's none of your business. You're gonna feel pretty good in it. Not that you're not gonna feel stress. You might be just bummed out about um, how um, how everything is lagging. We could have built a long time ago something better for us, and now I'm backing away and just saying all of humanity. But we see uh, a run game. Down to the glue on the fucking drywall and the wallpaper. It's like, will you stop? Simplify things. Why do we have to run at top speed until we're 70, 67, or whenever the fuck retirement age is? And too many, babes, too many multimillionaires who they didn't make their money that way. They inherited. Most people do. If you're standing face to face with them and you can work for them, they inherited the money that they're trying to keep in a business, keep that money in check. Too many of them, they live up here, say, I don't know what any of this is for. All of it, all this work I've done, I mean, I have ran, and even the college that I'm putting my kids through, I don't know what it's worth. I just cross my finger and hope I did something right. And it's like, really? All of this fucking mess, whatever it is, they run a factory. And it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing? You don't have any? You don't know if it was right or wrong or good or bad, or you just hope that something pans out of it? Oh man, kids, stop, please, stop. There is meaning to the reason why you would get up in the morning and start breathing, and for you and everything.